So we are essentially healthcare, and there is an exodus of work that is happening within the healthcare, especially to do with digital transformation. And we've embarked onto a US journey also as we speak. So from the digital transformation standpoint, healthcare itself goes through a hell lot of revolution that way. So digitization of prescriptions and all of these are a little more cliche. So we are just upping the ante and taking the next step forward in terms of doing right from the EMRs of the world, the new age EMRs, if I have to put it that way. And how do we do the entire patient journey, right from point of care to post discharge? How do we entice the life of the patient is what we are embarking onto. Lot of tools that we have employed, lot of learning that we have gotten while we are at it. And there is a lot of focus on our internal employees also, the frontline workers. And COVID has been a revelation for us in terms of what they could have delivered probably. And hence we are going that path. So healthcare essentially has been more of a service orientation, but there is a lot of digital intervention that is happening as we speak. And if I were to go to a frontline worker and tell them saying that, the way you've been operating to the behavioral changes that is going to bring up are the essential challenges that we deal in day out. Quoting as an example is something that we have built called a dynamic roster, and this was during the peak of COVID. Imagine a world where we were doing about 480 orders, 2,800 orders with 480 odd people, and then suddenly to be the ability to do 8,547 orders on a peak of COVID on the 7th of Jan 2022 with a very limited up of the inventory, which is like 640 of them. How are we able to achieve it? So we brought in a lot of learnings from e-commerce into healthcare and a lot of digital journeys that we have put in, making the lives easier of the frontline workers. But while we deal with it, there's a lot of learning and literature that is happening on the ground floors. And that are some of the challenges that we encounter, but those are sweet challenges for us to solve because we are a service-based organization. So one thing, the buzzword in the town right now is the generative AI, and we are no laggards, so we have picked up onto that as well. So there is a lot of chat GPT that we've been using because healthcare is rich content. Whether that content is rich enough for us to read, so there is a lot of empathy, right? So whether it is rich enough for us to go embarking onto that path, tread that path essentially and deliver it to the end consumer in terms of how do we touch his everyday life, how do we give that soft nudge using that content itself, are becoming the most relevant and most asked questions. And these are some of the technologies that are already there in the market and they've been emerging recently. And how do we lab them up, how do we take them forward is a daunting cross to bear, but I think while at it, the team that is trying to develop that and deliver that is loving it. And there are other technologies, the usual cloud, the usual DevOps and all of that is being put into place essentially in healthcare, which was non-existent in a modus operandi that we had. There are a lot of legacy applications when you talk about healthcare also. So from that legacy applications to how we evolve into the new age, rapid prototyping kind of tools that are available in the market is, something that we are embarking onto. Oh, I just love the event. I think it's a great feat right from the word go. I can't tell you how fantastic an event it's turning out to be. And some of you guys are braving the hot summer and welcoming the guests and all. Kudos to you all on that.